Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AWS Studio, and I've yet come again to bring you with another cool video. And this video is going to be okay. First, let me do this. So I thought that this time let's just not start with the curtain raiser because I'm closely to hit 400 subscribers, only 400, and this is a big milestone for me because I always wanted to start this journey of YouTube by providing the content, but juggling with different roles and responsibilities, I could not able to do justice. But now, as I'm on track, coming on track slowly, so I thought of let's just bring these gimmicky elements in the video just to have a sense of self satisfaction that yes, I'm on the right way to do something good, or although I was doing something good, but this is something that pleases me a lot. So, hey guys, welcome back to my channel Life Studio yet again. So, in this video, we are going to talk about how to host a static website on S3. So, I've been coming across various topics and titles where people are requesting, people are just searching, typing down their queries on S3, how to host a website. And although there are plenty of other services available on AWS, which provides you with this functionality of hosting a complete full-fledged website, but yet sometimes when we there is a requirement just to host a static page, and a very good example for that is that if you are developing, if you just want to host a page where you want to showcase your projects, where you want to just write in your resume in a cool way and provide some links, and it just looks that yes, there it just looks effective in a way. So for that, static web hosting on S3 brings quite a lot of functionality and features to that. So in this tutorial, I'll teach you how to host a static website on your Amazon S3. With AWS S3, you can host your website using an incredibly robust infrastructure with benefits such as automatic backups, unlimited storage, high-speed data transfer rates, and it's really a reliable service. Now, to start with this, in this tutorial, we're gonna learn about S3 in a nutshell. What is a static website? We'll be uploading few contents, images, codes, and other resources on S3 bucket, and then we're going to create a simple HTML page, host that page on S3, and finally we're going to test the whole project. Now, to start with, here is a quick introduction, like what is S3 bucket. Now, Amazon S3 bucket provides a reliable, secure, and scalable solution for storing and managing data in the cloud. It is widely used by the individuals and even the enterprises for a variety of applications, including backups and restore, data archiving, content distribution, big data analytics, and much more. And the list just goes on. Just to highlight, here are some of the associated features that you can find. So I have just added the chips here. It's cost effective, integration, scalability. So pricing is definitely a big a highlight of S3 because it's based on storage, data transfer, and request, and with cost optimization features like S3 tier and lifecycle policy, you can store your objects cost effectively. You can scale effortlessly on S3 as it can store and retrieve any amount of data without upfront planning. So you just can go all eyes closed and rely on S3. S3 brings a robust security features such as access control, so no one can access to a bucket if he or she does not have a proper set of permissions or rules enabled. S3 is optimized to store your objects. It's efficient for data organization and management and also provides you some features like versioning, so that even if you delete your an older version or you update or replace the current file, it always keeps a version of it if that versioning is enabled. So in case in future if you want to retrieve the old version, it's very well possible. And S3 seamlessly integrates with AWS services and third-party tools, facilitating scalable architecture. Now, let's begin. So it's we are way far with the theory. Now it's all practical, and we're gonna dive into AWS Management Console and see how things work. So this is my AWS Management Console, and I believe that you already have done all the prerequisites such as sign in, multi-factor authentication to land here on AWS Management Console. So now, as we're gonna host our files on S3 bucket, so let's just go and search for S3 in the search area. So once I have this S3, click on S3. Then I already have few bucket listed, but if you are new to AWS, you won't be having anything listed here. So you have to click on this orange button called create bucket. Now, one thing we have to keep in mind here, as we are going to host a static website, it will look good that if you give the name of your bucket like a website such as www.abc.com. And additionally, there is also a concept of DNS. So if you already own a website and you just want to host a page of your website here on S3, then you there is something called CNAME, which is canonical name for DNS, which simply means that you can actually map the S3 static web hosting address with the name of the DNS that you already own. But we are not gonna do that in this video. But our the sole concern would be hosting a static web page, whatsoever name AWS returns to us. So I'm gonna go ahead and give a very generic name. I'll give the name of my channel, so it will be www.ifstudio.in. So yes, this you can give the name in such fashion. So once we give the name, ACL is disabled. ACL is nothing but access control list. This is a way that in which a user gets the permission to read, write, or execute for the objects that's present inside the S3 bucket. Now, as we're gonna access this bucket from public, and we also want to access the files from the public, so I'll be revoking the block called public access and let it be without this checked. Uh, Bucket versioning, we do not have to do any versioning for now, so just keep it disabled, and we're good to go. So just click on create bucket. Okay, yep, create bucket. Voila. So we have a bucket called www.ifstudio.in. Now, if we go inside, there are a few settings that we have to enable or create in order to host our static website. First, go to permissions tab, and in this permission, we have to actually edit the bucket policy. Now, you are going to host sensitive files as well, so it's very important that you do not give all the permission to the public so that they can read, write, and get all the files. So you only want to give the get object, which is you just want to read the but nothing write permission. So for that, just click on edit. Now, Amazon has a very cool way of providing you with the policy. So on the right hand side, you will be clicking on add new statement. Just give a fancy name like static hosting policy, and in this you can search for the service. I'll be doing S3. Instead of all actions, I'll be doing get object. uh, that's all we want. And in principle, let's just call it AWS. And so everything and resource, so you resource is the name of the bucket. So just type in ARN AWS S3, and here you will be giving the name www.ifstudio.in and all the objects inside it. Yes. So that's all. And these, you must be wondering what are these three columns. So actually, there are two things that goes inside this. One is the region, and second is the account number. So if you leave it as it is, so it will automatically take the region in whatever region you are, and account number in if you are only using single account. So this is mainly beneficial if you want to provide cross account access. So that's why you can add more ARNs with different account numbers. But for this video, we're gonna keep it simple. So this completes our policy, and when you hit save changes, our policy is saved. Rest, there is one more thing that we have to change. Go inside policy, and here you have to enable the static web hosting option. So if you go edit, enable, now it's asking that where is your index.html document. So in order to host a static website, it's very important that your index.html or the main page, in simpler words, should be present. So let's just go back and create an HTML page. So I've already written a simple script for you guys where this is a simple HTML script where I'm using Bootstrap components, CSS style sheet, just create a static HTML page. So this page contains a slider which will be containing 2 to 3 images. So I have downloaded these 3 images from open source websites, and along with there will be a button on click of which a random message will be displayed along with a welcome text. So this file is already generated. Now let's just upload this file on S3 bucket. So we have uploaded the index.html file along with these images on S3 bucket. Now it's time to edit that value. So click on, go to properties, go down, hit edit, click enable, provide the name as we are not changing the name to any other identifier. So I'll be giving HTML, and just hit on save changes. And this was as simple. Now you see there is a URL being created for you, on click of which you'll be redirected to your static website. Bingo. So look how cool it looks. So this is just a very simple HTML, but you can do wonders if you have knowledge about CSS, HTML, Bootstrap, and you can create a really cool static web pages here, or full-fledged website as well, if you just create those routes and linkages between different files, different HTML and CSS files, and you can host your whole static website here. And as mentioned, on a click of it there'll be an alert showing random messages. So welcome to my channel, iFi Studio. Please like, share and subscribe. Yep. So this completes our tutorial, and I hope you must have learned something out of this tutorial, and I'll be keep on bringing such stuff to you super soon, super frequent intervals. Please let me know how you like this video in comment section, and do like, share and subscribe to my channel, iFi Studio. Thank you.